Good evening, guys. Today we're going to tune my 2001 Chevy Silverado using this Diablo i3 tuner, something like that. I've heard a lot of good things. A good bang for your buck little flash tuner. I've heard it really can kind of wake these older Silverados up. So I'm super excited to see what it'll do for this truck. It's not going to turn into a race car. It's never going to be the Camaro, but should be kind of fun to give it a little more get up and go. But before we can tune or flash the tune onto the truck, we're going to go take the tuner itself and we're going to plug it into the computer, update it, update the tuner, and then we're going to go take the truck, maybe drive it around the block, drive it 10-15 minutes, make sure those batteries are good and charged up, because I think it can take anywhere from 20-30 minutes to pull the stock tune off and back it up, and to flash the new tune onto the truck. And we're also going to find a good place to tune it. We don't want to be tuning out here in the yard. If we have something bad happen, I'd prefer it be in the shop where we can work on it or do whatever. So choose a good location when you're doing your tune. Even in the directions it says don't do this on the side of the road. You would hate to fry your ECU or something bad to happen and you have to trailer the truck. So we'll do all that and then pull it into the shop and start with the tuning process. So just like I said, we're going to go ahead and update the tuner. This is what it looks like. I'm just using this, I think it's called Ignition software. It comes free with the tuner when you purchase it. So it's saying there are updates available for the IT tuner we'll be using on the truck. I want to go ahead and install those updates, and it'll go ahead and do its thing. Now that we clicked yes on the computer, it did some stuff over there, and now it's actually installing files on the tuner itself. When I first plugged it in, I think it installed 13. So now that I've already updated it a few weeks ago, it only had to do a small, looks like 2-file update. Finished updating because it went back to the little, it had the Diablo loading screen, and then this is the option that pops up every time. So we're back in the kind of home menu. So we know the tuner's all up to date. So now we can actually go back out and drive the truck to get the batteries charged up and do the flash tune on it. And we also got the message on the computer letting us know the tuner is fully up to date now. Before we get into the tuning, just to say what all is done to the truck, relatively not much. The only thing it really has on it is an exhaust. I can't tell you what brand it is. It was put on the truck before I got it. I think it's just a muffler and pipes. It's still got the stock exhaust manifolds and the stock. It's still got cats on it. Nothing really done to the engine. Still got factory air intake and all that. So it'll be interesting to see how. Oh well, the main mod done to it is the suspension, wheels, and tires. It's got 35-inch tires on a 6-inch lift, and it's still got factory gears. So kind of a little bit sluggish with those factory gears and the oversized tires. So the tuner should help with that. Okay, so I went ahead and disconnected all the aftermarket electronics. I pulled out my radio, and I went ahead and I disconnected the hot wire to my wheel lights, or the rock lights. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get this bad boy in. We're plugged into the OBD2 port. Okay, it's lighting up, powering up. I think we have to, we'll just wait for it to power up, and then I think we turn the key to the run position. Okay, we got our first little thing just telling us not to tune it while the vehicle's running. Obviously, we know that. We'll agree to that. And then we'll go to tune vehicle. There's also a scan tool in the settings. The settings are for the little tuner itself, not the vehicle. Go ahead and tune vehicle. Please ensure the key is to the run position, but do not start the engine. So we'll just click it forward till we got all our auxiliary power on. Please wait. Okay, there's an advanced tune and an easy tune. I think advanced tune is where you can either upload a custom tune, like if you have yourself or someone you know write one, you can upload it to put it on the tuner and then put it on the truck. I think advanced tune also may allow you to get into more advanced parameters. We're going to do the easy tune. I'm not a tuner. I don't know much about it. So we're just going to kind of upload one of the pre-made box Diablo tunes for the truck. So we'll go ahead and select easy tune. And here you can choose your octane. I'm going to go with the 87 octane tune because that's what I run in the truck. Okay, use selected tune, yes. Change gear ratio, and see that this easy tune just kind of doing this yes or no. We're not going to change the gear ratio. The i3 will now read a backup from the vehicle. Tap yes to continue. So we're going to pull the backup factory tune and store it on the i3. Okay, so right now it's doing its thing. We're not going to touch anything, and before you start all this, make sure you have anything accessories off. Like you wouldn't want your you want to have your headlights off if you could, or anything else. Okay, and it's doing some stuff on the dash here. Just going through reading or doing the backup here. Please turn ignition off. Do not start the engine. So I'll turn the key all the way to the off position. Continue. Please turn ignition on, but do not start. Go ahead and hit continue. Okay, I heard it clicking, doing some stuff. Exporting file. Install the 87 octane tune. Yes. Apply selected tune with tire size, gear ratio, and speed limiter as selected. Yes. It looks like it's actually writing the tune to the truck now. Now when it's riding or backing up, don't touch anything. You don't want to interfere with the backup or riding process and cause something to happen with the tune going on it. Please turn ignition. Please turn off. Please turn the ignition off. Do not start the engine. All the way off. Continue. Please turn ignition on. Do not start the engine. Tuning complete. You may unplug the tool and enjoy driving your vehicle, or tap continue to reboot. So we'll just reboot this module here. And that is how you tune your truck. Okay guys, I actually went back into the advanced setting for the tuner there that I showed you guys earlier, because in the advanced it let me modify the parameters for the tire size. So I went and did that and then re-uploaded the 87 octane tune. So now I guess we'll start her up and take it for a drive and see how it does. Okay, now that I have had a chance to drive my truck around a little bit with the tune, after I flashed the tune on it, here's what I have noticed. First of all, it was nice to know that my speedometer was supposed to be working correctly. I didn't verify with the app, but it seemed to be working. Like I was matching flow of traffic pretty accurately, I'd say. So it was nice to know that that's working, because the speedometer's been off since the day I bought the truck, which was like 10 years ago, which is crazy to think. So that's one thing I noticed. It also seemed like the truck was much more responsive. Like when you would really put the hammer down on it, on the back roads and stuff, it seemed like it would rev up higher. It seemed like it was kind of just overall more happy, more responsive. But kind of like I said earlier, it is still like a stock Silverado truck. Like I don't even have an intake on it. So it's just got the factory intake on it. It does have some exhaust work done to it, but like it's still got the factory exhaust manifolds and stuff. So maybe if I would have had, you know, a nice cold air intake or a good air intake, and maybe like, you know, the SS Trailblazer intake manifold that everyone runs on those Silverados, maybe some long tube headers, better exhaust system, maybe it would have woken the truck up more. I definitely saw, when I was doing some research, I saw a guy online who said it really woke his truck up when he had a lot more supporting mods. So maybe if I had more supporting mods, maybe it would have woken the truck up a little bit more. But still, I'd say I was happy with what I got out of the truck. Like, just for reference, if I were to punch it on dry pavement, it still won't do a burnout just from punching it from a dead stop. Maybe if I held down the brake and really gave her the beans, maybe it'd roast them, but I was not gonna try. Still, I still like driving this truck, and I didn't feel like blowing up the 4L60 unit. But I definitely noticed when I took it out in the field and the dirt and stuff, it really lit them up better on the dirt. So I did especially notice it kind of off-road, and out in the dirt it really lit the tires up better than it had been doing before. So that was nice. I haven't checked for the fuel economy or anything like that. I know you can get fuel economy gains, but you know, I wasn't keeping my foot out of it for sure. I was enjoying it. So I'd say I definitely recommend this tuner. Like I said, it's going to depend kind of what you have in terms of supporting mods, how much it wakes the truck up, what you get out of it. But it is definitely nice, gets the truck a little bit more responsive. And the thing is too, when I upload this tune, I just did one of their box tunes plus adjusting for the tire size. If I would have went in there and played with some of the parameters more, maybe I could have gotten even a little bit more out of it. But I'm still new to tuning, so I didn't want to blow anything up. So I just kind of left it how it was, that box tune. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed tuning it, and it's nice because you can adjust for tire size and things like that. So if I ever go from 35s to 33s, I can change it in the tuner and have my speedometer fixed again. I'm thinking about re-gearing the truck soon, so if I go in there and re-gear it, I can account for that too, still have accurate speedometer, and have the truck happy with the new gears. So yeah, I definitely say it was a good buy, especially for me since I bought like $100 off on Black Friday. And the tuning process, as you saw in the video, wasn't that hard. It's something that's kind of, it's entry level, so if you're interested in gaining the tuning and kind of playing around with that more, I definitely recommend it. And like I showed you in the video, even if you don't know a lot about tuning, it's really easy to go in there and just kind of do the flash box tunes, and you can go from there, do more research on your own, learn what you can change and how much you should change it by, and you can even maybe get some more performance out of your truck. And it's nice too, you can use it on multiple vehicles if you buy the additional license. So, you know, if I went out and bought another truck like that, or sold this truck and wanted to tune the next one, then, you know, I could buy that license and do that. So I'd say all in all, good buy. It's going to depend on the supporting mods you have for your vehicle, and it's not going to turn into a race car. It's just going to kind of wake the truck up, depending on what all you have done to it. So hope you guys enjoyed it and learned how to tune your truck.